Welcome to the Gym Owners Business Podcast with Mel Tempest. The Gym Owners Business Podcast is proudly supported and sponsored by Thomas Plummer, Myzone, Creative Fitness Marketing, and All Smiles Creative. The Gym Owners Business Podcast is part of the Gym Owners Business Network, which is the industry's go-to online hub designed to better service the needs of fitness business owners. The Gym Owners Business Network is currently finalising foundation memberships, so if you're a fitness business that would like to gain valuable and extensive exposure to the Australian and global fitness industries, then head to gymownersbusinessnetwork.net to find out more.
Well, good afternoon. It's Mel Tempest from the Gym Owners Business Podcast, and today I'm speaking to Jamie Logue, Fitness Programs Manager of Belgravia Health Clubs. How are you today, Jamie?
I'm great. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, I'm very excited to speak to you today on our coffee podcast here because we're going to be chatting about the 12-week challenge that has become a growing force for Belgravia Health. Now, for those guys that aren't quite sure about what your challenge is about, can you just give me some information on that?
Great. So we've been running with our Genesis clubs and also our coaching zone. We've been running the Your New Beginning Challenge now for 6 years. And over that time, we've actually run it 7 times. 1 year we actually run it twice, but historically it's an annual event which happens around February. And it's a 12-week challenge which is designed to help our members get some fantastic results. We have angled it as a transformation challenge, but solely 90% of the people that come into it are really looking for some weight loss, and we've seen some fantastic results over our time. And only just quite recently, we've introduced it into our group training field in our coaching zone sites, as well as the coaching zones in our Genesis clubs, and using that stream to be able to support our members. And alongside that, we've built the systems with the YNB challenge, to be able to create some great systems for our members to get awesome results.
So can I just ask you, in 2017, you had, I believe, a total of 1,244 entrants. Yep. And here we are, 2018, and you have a total of 6,210 people on the challenge. Is that correct?
Yes.
So can you just explain to our listeners how you went from 1,244 to 6,210 entrants? And I mean, that's phenomenal.
The biggest thing really is look, we see a lot of gyms, you try something, it doesn't work and you sort of give up. Whereas, as I mentioned, it's been going for so many years now. The brand itself, the Your New Beginning brand, has grown, and the more familiar people are with the brand, the more likely they are to trust it and be able to engage with it. So across our Genesis clubs, you're looking at 2,000, 3,000, in some cases 4,000 members. They're not always turning over every year. So they've been in there, they've been exposed to it, they've seen previous marketing, which is marketing the great results people have achieved the year before. So they're trusting us a lot more. So by engaging with our staff to be able to execute the marketing and also the sign-up process, but also our members just trusting us a lot more to be able to engage and give us their health and fitness goals and let us help them with that. Now, on top of that as well, we've had an increase in sites with our coaching zone product, with over 20 sites now in coaching zone. And in that stream, we've got our employed trainers, therefore having a lot more focused time to be able to work on the sign-up process.
I've seen a lot of the coaching zone facilities on social media, and I'm loving the posting that's going up. So, congratulations on that. That's absolutely fantastic. What I would like to ask you, the YNB Challenge offers access to nutrition plans, Myzone monitoring and seminars. Can you just tell me a little bit about the nutrition plans and how you work those out for each individual challenger, and how you've incorporated Myzone into the challenge as well?
Yeah, so what we've developed is we've developed an app. So this year we were rolling with our coaching zone app for our one-on-one training, and our YNB app. So YNB app for our one-on-one training and our coaching zone app for our group training, which is essentially the same thing. So in that app, we do the before and after measurements and photos. So we take them at the start, middle and the end. We also tap that into our Myzone heart rate technology. So our catch cries, we take the guesswork out of the training so we can make sure that everyone's training in the correct zones to be able to get the right results. So if we're looking at, say, interval training, We can make sure we're actually doing interval training, not just high intensity training, make sure we're getting the rest periods to be able to get the epoch effect and help people burn fat for up to 36 hours. We utilize our booking portal, and that really is hitting that accountability. So our coaches or our trainers are looking at that, and if people aren't attending, we make sure we jump on the phone, make sure we get them in, and make sure that they're attending as many times as they need to be able to achieve their results. And off the back of that, we make sure that they're utilising our nutrition portal to be able to fuel great workouts. So we don't promote it as a diet. We don't run diets as such. It's a healthy eating plan. And we utilise a third-party company to be able to support us with that. It has a team of 7 dietitians, which create eating plans which are as close to nature as possible, less preservative, less packing, really, really easy to use. So it's a customised nutrition portal, and essentially is a calorie-based, but we look at the key macros, making sure we're hitting those as well. And then the coaches and the personal trainer's job is to be able to work with their snack list. So let's say a female's got 3 main meals in a day, but then we work with their snack list to be able to top that up to either a 5 or a 6 meal day, depending on their goals, whether it be strength and toning or weight loss. And then outside of that, we help them formulate a shopping list. So apart from coming around and cooking their meals for them, we basically make it as easy as possible for our members to do it. So in summary, make sure we fuel the bodies well, make sure that we're monitoring the workouts using our Myzone heart rate technology, make sure we're holding our people accountable to the results they're after by using our booking portal, and then we put all that together to be able to look at their before and after measurements and get some fantastic results.
So are the eating plans something that your members can take away with them after the challenge?
Yes, correct. So all of our people, if they're in our coaching zone, they'll still be running the same eating plan. So as I mentioned, it's not a short-term diet. We're looking for sort of long-term sustainable eating changes. We actually run throughout the challenge as well some nutrition seminars, some mindset seminars, and our coaches will run little education pieces. So it's all about sort of not going out and fishing for them. It's teaching them how to fish for the rest of their life, and being able to utilise those tools as long as they want. So some people who are, not up to using technology, they may just want to print them out and they've got them forever, create themselves some recipe books, or we can just keep reactivating the code so that they can continue to use that throughout the app.
So obviously mental wellbeing is extremely important in this day and age. So what is involved in your mindset seminars?
Yep. So, look, it is a localised thing. So we've got some absolute gurus across the country. Obviously, we've got sites as far up as Cairns, into Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney, Victoria, and across to Perth. So it really is variant on the expertise we have in our clubs. But highlight one person in particular. Got one in Newcastle, Lisa. It's something she's very, very passionate about. Is helping our members, and they've developed a whole series of sort of mindset stuff. So it's really, the clients that come to you, everyone's got the same challenges. It's time, it's work, it's stress, it's kids, it's priorities. So we just basically create some subjects. We talk about them. I actually work with a regional fitness team, so a team of gurus who help to educate all our coaches and personal trainers. So we've got one up in Cairns, one in Brisbane, one in Newcastle, and 2 down in Victoria, which look after WA as well. And throughout the YNB challenge, we've basically caught up and talked about it. All right, so in week 3, what's some potential challenges people will be having right now? And we actually filmed some videos throughout the whole challenge as well. So they were like 3-minute videos that we emailed out via EDM. And we also put that out via our app as well. So we really brainstormed as a team and went, all right, so after the first week, what are people going to be feeling? And we always know that people are going to be stiff, sore, maybe questioning some things. So we put out videos and said, we know you're going to be stiff and sore. That's okay. Here's what you're going to do to fix it. And let's say week 8. Week 8's typically a massive drop-off rate because 12 weeks is a long time and that last 4 weeks is hard. So we just told them, this is what you're going to be feeling this week. This is what we're going to know is going to be happening. And look, it's whether it was that video they watched, whether it was the EDM with the articles that we sent, whether it be their coach giving them a call or their personal trainer, or something that was set into club, we make sure that we hit those communication platforms from all different levels, not just coming in and seeing your trainer or not.
So from listening to you, I must say that you're obviously showing your members great care throughout the challenge. And do you think that this contributes to the success that they're having? Because some of your clients are losing, anywhere from 5 to 25, 30 kilos.
Yes, yeah. So, look, as I mentioned, like it has been attracting a lot of people who want that extra weight loss, but we really did put a focus this year on the people who are looking to lose 5 or 10 kilos. We feel that's probably a larger market of people that, that actually want to achieve just 5 or 10 kilo weight loss. But historically, since I've been involved in the challenge, we actually helped someone lose up to 39 kilos.
Wow.
So there's been some massive results. We've actually just finished shooting our winners videos. So we sent our team up to Launton in Queensland to shoot the winners video up there. And just some amazing stories, like not only the physical changes, but the mental changes. It changes their whole life. Like in a lot of them are mums or dads, it changes their kids' life. And it really does, in 12 weeks, makes a big difference. So, but that's all resulted in why we get such great numbers, because we get great results for our clients, but we genuinely do care when we're assisting them as well.
I mean, this would be an incredible culture that you're creating within each coaching zone and the clubs. I mean, you've got, the healthy eating plans that you're supplying to the clients, and then you've got the Myzone live monitoring. You're organising seminars. I mean, I personally haven't heard of any type of club putting so much together in a package, and then the prize pool would have to be a great incentive too. What sort of prizes are you using as an incentive for the members, besides obviously losing the weight and feeling great?
The prize pool is an interesting subject, because when we first released the YNB challenge, we had a prize pool up of $25,000.
Wow.
Which was including like $10,000 cash. And I never forget going and giving our first winner that big prize pool, and obviously changed their life. They got $10,000 cash, and I think they got a holiday overseas. Can't remember exactly. But after doing it for a few challenges, we actually realised there was no direct correlation between how many people signed up to how big the prize pool was. So, and that shows you that this year our prize pool was $2,000 per winner. So it's $2,000 for the winner for the one-on-one training, and $2,000 for the group training, and then $1,000 for the runner-up. Now, we now know that you don't need to put a huge amount of prize on the line, because it's actually about the results or the change they're having in their life, and it doesn't actually affect your sign-up targets at all. So that was really interesting for us.
That would be interesting data to see, actually, because you would assume that everybody was really going for the prize pool, and it's not necessarily always.
It could actually be quite the opposite. It can be a massive detractor, because soon as you're not getting results, you soon work away from why you actually signed up.
Yeah.
So if you got started to lose 20 kilos, but then you looked at the prize pool and said, look, I just want to win that money, but then essentially halfway through you're not on track, that's where you get a massive drop-off. And that's where you're really going to go back to what the client's goals or what they want to achieve and why, more specifically, and then really address those things and then really celebrate those successes. And at the end of the day, when you give them, we have a localized prize, which is a 12-month membership or a 3-month group training membership. Like at the end of the day, it's nice and we celebrate that, but it's really not about that at all. We found that pretty interesting.
So I would suppose that your members sort of forge really strong friendships whilst on the challenge. I would imagine that you get a lot of people that didn't know each other coming together and creating, that community spirit that we're all looking for in our clubs.
Yep. So prior to running the challenge in the coaching zones, we essentially just ran it for years, just with one-on-one training. Now, what we did as part of that, and we still do, and probably the strongest culture of this is represented in our Townsville clubs, Thurngau and Annandale. Basically, every weekend they catch up and they do a social activity. So it might be going kayaking or climbing a mountain or doing a fun run, doing stuff that people who are deconditioned or not confident in themselves generally won't do. So as they start to go through the challenge, the things they do on the weekends become harder, and they're finished with a coffee or a breakfast or a barbecue or something like that. And then we have end of challenge celebrations. Now, since we've had it in the coaching zone comes with its own community, because you're training with like-minded people every single day. So they're already meeting people. So we took our learnings from what we used to do in our one-on-one training and then pulled that into the coaching zone. And then across the two, we've got great communities.
Wow. Now, I have to ask you, Jamie, when I was reading about the success of your program, I noticed that you have essays that are submitted by the challengers at the end of the challenge. Yep. Can you tell me why you decided to have essays at the end of a challenge?
Yeah, we used to have before and after challenges, but we found the but the before essays really never, people didn't know what to write. It was an awkward one to do. So now we just essentially, we have what we call as member consultation. It takes 60 minutes at the start where we sit down and we review their goals and more importantly their why, and then we document all of that. But as part of the judging process, the judging criteria is made up of photos, so they're before and after photos, plus their measurements, because a lot of people will get some fantastic changes in their centimetres, but might not be represented by a visual. And then on the top of that, we actually have some essays. So they write a 250 to 500 word essay. And this year we actually had some video essays actually submitted as well, where people just sit down and they tell you about their journey, they tell you about their challenges, and they tell you about why it was such an amazing feat for them to actually get those fantastic results. And we heavily weight that in our judging criteria. So I was actually part of the national judging team to draw our national winners. And I can tell you, come down to the wire, come down to a couple of points in the end on our scorecards, and the essays were really what made it. Those people, you could really see their emotion, because I didn't get to know them. I don't know the people in Brisbane, and if I'm in Melbourne, but really sitting there and reading their essays, it really made a difference on who was going to be the winners or the runner-ups with the challenges that people face throughout the challenge.
That would be an incredible experience for your team.
Yes. Oh, look, it's great. It brings you back down to earth and why we do what we do. And you can sit down and develop programs like this all day, every day in, say, an office setting. But when you see the differences you're actually making in the community and people's lives, it really makes you feel really great.
So with over 15,000 people participating in the last 6 years, where do you see the New Beginning Challenge going over the next 5 years?
Oh, look, we debate this all the time with the challenges, because the one challenge we face at the moment is what happens after that 12 weeks. And it's making sure that we keep these members engaged, because 12 weeks of your life that's not where fitness stops. It should be something that's sustainable long term. So we're going to continue to run the challenges, but we just need to make sure that we support the members post-challenge to getting ongoing results. But what we have seen is we've actually seen a lot of people coming back year on year. And even if they've had some time off throughout the year, that's their chance to re-engage with their health and fitness goals. And it's, that's why we run it in February, because it's a good time of the year for people to get started as well. But absolutely, we'll just keep developing it, making it better and better each year.
Sounds fantastic. So, Jamie, if somebody's interested in becoming a participant in the 12-week challenge, where is the best place for them to seek out, Coaching Zone or a Genesis Fitness Club?
Yeah, look, around the time of launch, we do a lot of marketing, and there's a lot of information online and via our social media platforms. But the best place right now today, if you're listening, is to jump on the Genesis Fitness website, put your details in, find out if there's a local site somewhere nearest to you, whether it be a Coaching Zone or a Genesis Fitness, and then have a chat with one of our consultants, and they'll be able to let you know when the next challenge is coming up, or if there's anything happening in the meantime, because we do run shorter term challenges, and we've got like a winter challenge going on at the moment, and there's always different engagement programs that are happening in our clubs.
So if you had to give one tip to fitness professionals who are running challenges, what would that be?
Oh, look, it's all about consistency. Like I said at the start, I see so many times people have a personal trainer has a crack at creating their own challenge, and the first time it might not be everything that you thought it was going to be, but it's all about that consistency and getting the trust in your brand. Now, if you don't follow through with your first challenge, it's sort of dead in the water. So even if it doesn't go to plan, do your best. Make sure you follow through. Make sure you capture the results. Make sure it's all about the member, not about you or yourself making money. It's actually about the members. And then if you work off the back of that with integrity and remember your why and why you do what you do, then the second challenge will get better, third will be even better, fourth, and as you can see, after 5-6 years of doing the challenges with us, then you'll actually get success and you'll get the growth.
That's fantastic. Look, Jamie, I've enjoyed having a chat with you this afternoon. I'm really impressed with the program and what you have put together. The structure is absolutely fantastic. And, just by listening to you and seeing what you've done, you can see why you've had so much success with it. I do wish you the best of luck with all your forthcoming YNB challenges. And good luck with the coaching zones. As I said, anybody that's listening, do jump onto Facebook and to Instagram and have a look at the coaching zone setups, because they're absolutely fantastic. Jamie, where is the best place for our listeners to get in touch with you if they want to ask some questions?
Yep, like either the Coaching Zone or the Genesis website, or happy to, I'm not sure if you can include my email address in it.
We can.
Yeah, so just at jlogue@genesisfitness.com.au.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for your time today, and good luck.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.